Hello everyone and welcome back to Sousa Plays. We just got our third straight victory. The first one was someone who stopped playing after turn 6. The second one was someone who gave up on turn 13 and stopped moving. And now we got our first actual concede when a Skaven team sort of imploded after me misclicking a surf on a gutter runner. Then instead I got an interception, got the surf, and got a few removals in the turn after, and that broke the opponent's will. We also got 2 removals on Flesh Golem here, the vet, who killed 2 lion rats. Well, not killed, but injured them. So he's gonna get a level, and he's gonna roll an 8. Now, Mighty Blow is nice. We don't have any Mighty Blow on our team, but the Flesh Golems are not going to be able to run around hitting people all the time. They're more for road blocking, and therefore I will get Guard, which will help us in big scrums. So Guard it is. Stand Firm goes well with Guard because you can't push them away to remove it. Getting Dodge would be nice if you roll a double. Otherwise I think you pick up Mighty Blow next. Team value is up to 1290. I'm going to try to find a game then. And it's going to be 259 seconds, so I will take a break and see you back when it is time. And it took us 2 spins, but we found some chaos. The Harrowing Fairy Tales. Have they played any games so far? Tisket, we brought you a casket. Is that how you say that? 1 reroll Minotaur. Okay. They have not played a game. Seem to have Big Bad Wolf. No, he's on our team. We'll show you a Big Bad Wolf. Okay, so they haven't played any games. 1 reroll Minnow start. That's dangerous, but if you can get it to work out, the Minnow is best in the start for Chaos, since after a while you will have a few Beastmen built as killers, and then you never want to blitz with your Minnow, and then he becomes very unreliable. Do I want to use a Bloodwiser Babe perhaps, just in case? No. So he's gonna get a lot of petty cash. What do you get as Chaos with pure petty cash? Well, you're going to lack rerolls, probably, so I think this guy will pick up extra team training, if he knows what's good for him. He might even get the Halfling Master Chef and try to take our rerolls. It's a gamble, because the Halfling Master Chef could fail, and then you're stuck without rerolls. But if it works, it's better than buying 3 rerolls, because you're taking 3 rerolls from your opponent instead, ideally. If you take 2, then well, he would have 3 and we would have 1, and that's probably a much better situation for him. But of course, it's always going to be a gamble if the halfling decides to work or not. Also, it's pretty expensive when he could get a wizard for that money. A wizard, actual reroll that he knows will work for him, and perhaps even enough money for. You could get 2 rerolls actually, or 2 babes and a wizard, but he probably wants to keep his own cash because he wants to get those rerolls onto the team as soon as possible. He's gonna go for wizard, babe, team training, wizard, 2 babes. So is he going to dip into his own cash then? No, he cancels 1 babe and gets extra team training. Yes. That's sensible, I think. At least 2 rerolls will allow you to have a half. You need a pretty good half if you take a decent amount of blocks to not run into reroll issues. But at least he's gonna have the chance. Say hello. Yeah, Chaos of course are at their worst when they're starting, because they have no skills. We're gonna start Dios? Yeah, let's start defense for once. We have zombies to put on the line. Oh, he watched my videos. Oh right, I think I've seen his name. Right, so we need... I knew I'd recognize that name. Hello Ambi, if you're watching this. Hope we had a good game. Now let's put another zombie on the line here. Wow, the same zombie. This setup is not too bad. I guess that's why I saved it. But we do want this guy on the field, I think. Bone. Yeah, let's cancel out one zombie. We want our ghoul on for this? Yeah, I think so. I think we can put our ghoul on as well. Something like this, or probably like this. There we go. I think that's the first time anyone has mentioned that they've seen my videos when I played against them. My weakness, of course, is to get me chatting and making me miss the turns, but it might not work when there's 3-minute turns. Especially since after I played that 1-minute tournament, I've stressed a little bit on my action, leading to misclicks like the surf on the gutter runner last game. Minotaur's gonna have a few hits here. It's kind of annoying because you want to hit with the Minnow early on, but at the same time you'd need to work around his frenzy and his lack of block and loner. So he's gonna cause a few turnovers for you. But if he's good, he's good. Which of course goes to say for most players. Oh, he's going to disturb my sense of symmetry as well, by putting a Chaos Warrior behind the Beast Rider. Otherwise it would have been perfectly symmetrical. I only got a quick snap out anyway, and that usually ruins symmetry. And this guy ruins symmetry as well, so I guess it's not too bad. Alright, a little bit of a deeper kick than I think he would have liked, but he can definitely get there. I think he needs to run some guys back to protect that because of our super quick wolves. We can't get all the way up there, but he needs to at least have a link between whoever's back here trying to pick up the ball and the line up here. Otherwise I can run in and cut him off with the wolves. So, Trusty John. Trusty John. Not a fair tale that I immediately recognize. And the big bad wolf, he's going to be the MVP of this game, I have a feeling. Because we're also wolf focused. Alright. This is a 2-die. You can make it a 3-die. That's one way to mitigate the risks of the Minotaur. I think I would have done that. I'd move this guy up here and then get push this way. 3-die, 3-die. Since he has 5 strength, 2 assists gives it 7, which is more than double than we have. Who would he like to blitz? Well, most of all these three, but we can't reach them. So maybe someone who has block. He's going to try to screen us off. We're on defense here, but he's screening. I guess that works. I would probably prefer to move a few guys back just in case. We can't surf if he's that far away from the edge, which is clever. And it looks like he's not going to use the minnow at all. Instead he's going to knock us down with Prince Charming. It looks charming to me. And since he's used his blitz and no one's next to the minnow's gonna have a 50% chance of doing anything this turn. You might as well try if there is a better position for him to move to. Because you don't lose anything if you wild animals compared to standing still. Moving him up here is pretty good, tying up 3 zombies. But I don't think he wants him stuck on zombies. So maybe he'll get out here. Risky because these guys are block and he doesn't. Same here. And actually can't get through this to get to our dodge. And quick guys. Okay, he's gonna go for the pickup without moving anyone back, and he rolls a 6. Guess that's a load of his mind. Failing pickup's never fun. We should get sure hands on our ghoul. On that particular issue. I almost got into great trouble last game. Although I think I forgot to put the ghoul on the field now that I think about it. Can't remember having him against the rats. Okay, he's out of time. We can't really threaten that. No one in contact, so we can't hit anybody. We can, if we spend 3 people, get our 2 die here with, of course, claw. How about here? Same thing there, actually. Let's put some zombies up. One, 2, 3, 4. That's the angle I need to hit from. I need the guys here, and then it will be a frenzy trap. Looks to be his plan here to frenzy trap us. Maybe just hit him with this guy and tie them up out there. Instead of going for the claw hit. The claw hit is a little bit risky here. I'm trying to use my claw a little bit less aggressively. The third only multiplayer game you're playing against me. Well, that happens. Someone mentioned this recently, that I think it was Jimmy Fantastic who said on his stream that Blood Bowl is one of the few games, or perhaps even the only game, where a totally new player could be playing the world champion in game 1 or 2 of their career. I'm gonna leave the edge like this. He can run around here if he wants. Do we want to bring a wolf up to pressure? He probably just blitzed that. This guy up a bit, perhaps. Leaving a space here, that's a trap actually, because we could easily respond to anyone who puts out here. So, I think I'll go with this. So this guy's new, let's question him. Multiplayer. Oh, that's a misspell. My spelling's getting worse lately. Must be getting old. So someone who's watching my videos and has recently started playing multiplayer. It's a weird situation. There's a Minotaur. Hello. I'll leave you alone then. So what would I do in his situation here? Of course, the benefit of these guys is that you can't surf them unless you have Juggernaut, which you don't normally have. Although that's not a bad pickup nowadays when they are prevalent. Although he still might want to bring in one more Beastman here to knock him down, or 2 die. He's going to blitz a zombie, perhaps gain some control over here. Interesting. I mean, you mitigate the risk by not using the Minotaur, but then again, he's not being very useful if you don't use him. Could have followed there to get the second assist. Well, that would put this Chaos Warrior in claw territory. Also, he's taking my advice. If you want to chat with your opponent, don't do it on your turn. Chat when it's the opponent's turn, and then answer when it's... If they chat on your turn, then you answer when your turn is over. It makes for less conversation, but it also keeps you focused on the game, which is something I've fallen trapped to. That was my weakness, by the way, getting chatting. Yeah, I already said that. Okay, so he takes the 2 die there, he gets a push, which doesn't do anything. Oh, well it does if I click do not use. Well, that's pretty good actually, because if I had it like this I couldn't have surfed him. He needs to follow here, but he gets surfed on a follow as well. Now I have a chance to surf him. Move this guy to here, move a zombie out here. It's a 1-die surf. I don't think I'll take that either. I know. Who is this guy? And what have we done to the regular John Flip who always goes for the surf? He's playing cautiously. I don't want to stick my head out. Because he's gonna have to take the initiative here, sooner or later. He has the wizard, remember. But I wouldn't give for a horns on one of the wolves, or perhaps even plus strength. Well, plus strength probably more likely. I can't hit over here. He's frenzy trapping everybody. I'm gonna try it. I could put my fleshy here with a zombie on the minnow and then go for this guy with an assist. But I'd push him down here, so it wouldn't really work. I have to push him this way. And that could leave my wolf on the minnow, which is not good. Okay. Let's go for that. Zombie stand. I need to do something here, right? This zombie goes in here. Now, before we do anything, before we do this, I think I'll use this guy so I have a bigger chance of knocking him down in one. Let's... I'll type the minnow here. Do I want to bring this guy in as well? Together with a zombie. Maybe put this guy here. I'll keep these guys back to respond. Bring this zombie out here. If a zombie can tie up a Chaos Warrior, that's not bad. And this guy's kept to respond to him probably moving out here if this fails or is not as successful as I would like. Do we dodge away? I don't want him hitting my wolf, so let's try it. I'm not gonna reroll it though. So I guess we hit our wolves on our own. This guy gets a 2 die. But again, if I... I don't think he had Red Riding Hood. He has the Huntsman though. He's gonna have to... We're gonna have to look out for him. I'm just gonna say something about the Huntsman, but... maybe... I can't come up with something clever enough. So I'll pass. So what he could do is knock down this zombie. Oh, that was a knockdown. I will stand firm then. Being there doesn't benefit us too much. Big bag of goats. Big Bad Wolf would be a nice zombie on our team. Let's see if we can make that happen. I guess the Huntsman would have been would have fit the theme for a flesh golem. Because they're natural enemies of wolves. Although we're more into the dog meta here. So, this guy goes for a reroll because he sees an opening over here. I don't know if this is enough of an opening. That knockdown is nice. So, unless that zombie did stun it, which is decent, that means he could have enough space for a cage out here. It's dangerous though, because if you go close to the cage and your opponent have frenzy, you always run the risk of serfs. If he had pushed him away from there, he could have put a cage around this spot, utilizing this guy who's already moved. But if he's going to try now, he only has 3 players here. So maybe a screen? Guy here, guy here. And then the ball behind it. Since he's stunned now, that could work. Okay, he's going to base the screen. That's kind of dangerous. He has more strength than us, but we can bring in assists. At least 1 assist and get a 1 die on him. It wouldn't open up the screen though, and we can actually run around the screen, so it's not that safe to put the ball carrier gun in there. It's going to knock down the guy on the other side too. At least I forced him to use reroll. Well, I didn't force him, he kind of used it on his own volition. That was what I was talking about, knocking that guy away. Let's deny him the opportunity to move us. 1 die here. He's kind of in a spot now. We could bring another assist in, punch this guy down, then move up here and get... Didn't use the wolf, that was probably sensible there. Flesh is up. I'm gonna stand there even though it's not that great for us. This is a good hit though. So to do this we would need to move someone here to cancel the Minotaur's assist. Get a 2 die here, and this guy Actually push him there, then I could go behind him, get the assist, and then blitz him with the wolf. No pickup though. Must we dodge this guy? I hate putting a ghoul here. Let's see if this works. Okay, zoom it in a little bit. I'll stay there so he's free next turn. Ooh, big red wolf! We killed the big red wolf. Did he have an apothecary? He didn't. So, welcome to the team. That's funny, I just spoke about, I talked about getting the big bad wolf on our team. I will try to dodge him if everything's successful. Oh right, I need to hit from here. That's good. Do I want to follow? Yes. Okay. Zombie still work. So he goes up. No, I didn't want to follow. Oh, so stupid. I needed that spot to blitz through. Why can't I pay attention? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not good, but I guess we could go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Go for it. Or we make the go for it with the zombie. Let's make the go for it with the zombie. I don't like it. I deserve to lose a reroll there. Okay, well that means we at least won't have to go for it here. We're going to end up on the Minotaur. That's probably going to happen anyway. Ooh, Frog Prince. No long-term effect. Oh, he caught it. Wow, nice turn for the Paperboy. Level up, kill Beastman, and I think I'm just gonna stand up here. Ball's pretty safe since that happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's not safe at all. Let's move this guy over here if we can. Is that what we roll? Yes. I need to use it on the last action of the turn. I hate to fail it when I use it again. But now we can get a 2 down on the ball. Which he couldn't if that had worked. If that had worked, he couldn't hit the ball at all. Which was my goal, of course. It is a GFI. I guess it would have been a 2-die if I'd stayed here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So staying would have accomplished nothing. We didn't lose anything by failing it, so I shouldn't have re-rolled it. Okay, he did make the blitz. He did get a knockdown. Flash Golem catches it. And he's gonna go down 2. Would I rather have it out here? Nah, I think where it is pretty fine. Oh, he didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. Okay, well, I'll take that. It's in one of our tackle zones, which is more than what you'd expect from here. So he's gonna have to reposition now. Now, I don't think he will pass up on the minnow hitting a werewolf, even though we have dodge. Pushing him out here would not be bad, and then he could hit him from here if he wants to. Maybe he's gonna use this guy who's free to cover the ball. It's turning into a scrum. We have a guard here. It's not super well placed, but he's not bad where he is right now. Slippers can get up and maybe... Okay, he's gonna protect the ball. Sensible. That's a push. This way. Keep us away from the ball. This way is kind of dangerous because then we could dodge this way. Yeah, right. Now what do you do with the Minotaur? The problem is you kind of want to keep standing in the middle here. If he goes this way, then this zombie is free. If he goes this way, then you can get this wolf out. So maybe he's still not hitting him. I do think if you're going to spend, what is 150k on a Minotaur, you probably would like to use his Mighty Blow. He's biding his time. Still. Okay, you're gonna stand out. We could actually hit here with our werewolf to get away. If we stand up here first. But the chain push would mean we go into single... Hang on. We can hit the werewolf. I mean, the Minotaur. And we could free him up, then this would be... This is a knockdown and it's 2-die into 2-die, which is nice. I'll follow on that. I'm more scared of the free Beastman than I am on this Chaos Warrior on hitting a zombie. So this could be good. Oh, it's not enough. I thought it'd be enough. How about this then? GFI. +2. I think this is a better hit. Zombie cannot fall over, thank you. So hit him from here actually. Doesn't bring him away from the ball, but you can get the 2-die on the next hit if it's a push. It's not, so we put him there. I don't think I pick it up yet. I can now make this a 3-die and stay on the ball, so I'll do that. I mean, at least we both have to stop. We both can stop worrying about the Minnow and get him down. More zombies on the ball. A foul, perhaps? The foul's pretty good here. Dodge him out. Oh, he failed to dodge. That was a 1 in 9. Squirrel's knocked out. That's a shame. Decent foul. So what do we leave? This is not good unless he cancels him, then he can have a 2-die on him and this guy would be free. That's pretty good. He stands up. 3 guys on the ball. Minnow's now going to have to blitz or face wild animal problems. More than usual. Well, he didn't stand up on a 4+. He could also blitz here, try to scatter the ball. I don't know where it would go that would be very beneficial to him though. He definitely needs to do something about Canis Mortem because he's in a scoring position and open right now. Maybe I should have tried to pick it up on a 4+, but I kind of wanted to hit the minnow with claw. Didn't do much. Okay, he is going to try and scatter the ball, maybe. That won't scatter the ball. It's in 3 of our tackle zones, so wherever it bounces, it's less tackle zones. Unless it gets really unlucky for him. He's not going to scatter it though. He also didn't do this part, unless he takes a 1-die. He did injure a zombie though. Chutai is injured and he's not going to regenerate. And he loses armor value, so we gain 1 zombie, we lose 1 zombie. Because you don't want an armor value 7 zombie, that's pretty much defeating the purpose of them. Especially if they have 0 SPP. This is a 2-die, but it doesn't really accomplish anything. That gives him a 2-die on him, actually. That's not too bad. If this is a knockdown, which it definitely is. I'd like to stay in all those tackle zones. Don't be sorry. Huntsman is teething. Wouldn't be funny if we put Big Bad Wolf Zombie on for the second half and then he was killed by the Huntsman? I'm gonna try that, I think. Well, not try to get him killed, but I'm gonna put him on the field and see what happens. So, he takes all the hits, but he doesn't really clear out the ball or anything. He is clearing out some of our players though. Maybe dodge away here? Although that gives this flesh golem a chance to reposition. Gonna put some guy out here to draw the wolves into surf war. Now we have a good numbers advantage here. However, okay, that's gonna screen off that side a little bit. Could free up the wolf. I have 1 assist here. Two, 3, 4. We could get an assist there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it to get 2 assists. Okay, he might get surfed from this. You'll come down this way, tie those 2 up. Then I will want to... Is this gonna block my path? Well, double skull wouldn't be nice. Stay actually, so we have someone on the minnow. Then you come around to here. I guess you come around. For a 2-die into 2-die on Hansel. Make that just 1 2-die. Didn't break armor. And then we have a 1-die with block against no block. To free up the ball. Maybe pick it up. Oh, this is Fireball Town. Let's make it go for it. We could fireball 3 now, but that's less likely. Wild animal. One die there, and that would actually be a red die if he doesn't stand this guy up first. He's gonna go for the 1 die with no block. No, it's a 2 die, of course. I keep forgetting about horns. Gets the ball and takes it. Well, the Wolves are gonna have a word about that if you can't bring back more people to defend that. The Wolves are going to have a word with the Huntsman here. If this guy stands up, I guess this wolf will have to have a word with him. We'll have a zombie and an attack there. This guy could just stand up and hit as well with block. So he definitely needs to do something about it. Hansel gets up. I guess he could try and dodge out here. He doesn't. Rumpelstiltskin. It's hunting slippers. One more push and we can't get up again without facing surf. He does have a 2 die here. No, wait. Prince Charming. Yeah, Prince Charming was standing, wasn't he? I guess he could also hit Canis Mortem for a 1 die. Okay, there's the dodge. That's gonna make this more difficult. I guess we could still 1 die him. Tempting to take the push there, maybe? Oh, he's going to take the push. Force us to have to dodge or be surfed. If my wolves didn't have other business to attend to, we could put a guy there or there and then blitz surf him instead. Just turnabout's fair play. Okay. That gives him a 2 die on our non-dodge wolf and hits a stumble. And locks us into... Oh, if he had followed he would have locked us into that. Now he can still dodge. Okay, so this dodge is not very easy. Now he's not going to be able to have a word. I could knock him down and then try to dodge this way. Get a 1 die maybe? Get a 2 die here, bring up an assist. We need a push here. How is better than push? Now I could have a 2 die here, freeing up a wolf. Or I could try to hit him with a wolf and get a better chance of an armor break. And the zombie could come up here. This wolf could dodge for the hit. That seems fair to me. I would like to break armor on one of these Chaos Warriors, but not to be this time. So this is the assist, and now we need to dodge a wolf. I'll take this hit first, because it's 2 die. That would have made the dodge. We are going to have to reroll this, because I think this is our best chance to get the ball now. From here, please, so I can get 2 die into 2 die. Not dodge? Yes, okay. Get him down. Bull goes this way. Then we try to dodge. Do we reroll that? If we don't have a mark on this guy because his armor didn't break. He's just gonna pick it up then and do what? I'll skip it because I might need a reroll later. Would have been a decent reroll actually to avoid, perhaps avoid an armor break on our werewolf. So this surf is probably first order of business. I guess if I had rerolled that and succeeded in the pickup as well, I could have saved this guy by intentionally failing a dodge. Well, not intentionally failing, but at least taking a dodge that I knew would probably fail just to get him on the ground. Take a normal armor break instead of an injury roll with mighty blow that you take if you're surfed. 67 pickup. Only 1 reroll left. Could also blitz this guy to get him free, but you probably want him standing at least. Guard here is still preventing this guy from doing stuff. This guy is free though. If you want to score, you probably need to move some. You do need to move someone into scoring range this turn. I guess this guy will have to do that. Mino got up. So he needs to be in scoring range this turn if you're going to get a touchdown from this. But it is a dodge, so he probably wisely chooses to ensure that he has control of the ball so we can't score first. So I think I would stand this guy, then do this dodge, then try to pick up. It's not very good though, this guy didn't get an armor break. Yeah, I'd probably do that. 2. 1 zombie getting armor break. Knockout. Could be helpful. We did get a Bloodwise attack. No, we did not. That was last game. We didn't have any inducements for this game. So we might be down a player next half actually. So we'll just pick it up with the guy who was down. Maybe he's gonna try the handoff. And run up here. Ooh. Well, if you want to score, you have to reroll that, because you have no one in scoring position otherwise. So what do you do now? Pass to this guy and then blitz? Or gun it? You can't do another handoff, so you might as well stay there. Okay. Where's our wolf? There. I guess he could get up there. Oh, I failed the pass. Too bad. No score for our moment. Can we score though? We need a guy in scoring range. We also need... this guy to go down. Okay, so 1 assist on him. Let's make sure we have a path through though. So here push to there, that's pretty good. We could knock him down for the path, to be honest. Someone in scoring range. I guess you'll be in scoring range. So would you if we stood you up. So I'll try to knock him down from here. Okay, that's great. Stay so we can take this hit. Free up our wolf. Okay, that's good enough. It's gonna have to be a 1-die with the wolf though. Dodging a flesh golem is not on the table. I could try to dodge this wolf first. Could he get an assist in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's two GFIs to get an assist. I think I'm just gonna stand him there. He can be useful next turn. Actually, if I do this, I could get a 2-die on the second, maybe. There. So this is a push, at least we have... I'm gonna read all that, otherwise I'm not scoring, for sure. I'm still probably not scoring. So I have to dodge now. And try to pick up, I might as well. Okay. No pickup, but we have a tackle zone on the ball. He can easily try to punch us away from the tackle zone. We have some guys in scoring range. We can get there. We don't really have anyone to help clearing this out for old Yeller. Old Yeller's gonna have to do it all by himself here. I suppose Canis Mortem could get over there. If he stands up though, we're probably cut off from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't get up there. Would have been nice to force the wizard here. Well, the obvious play is, of course, to just punch us from there. Maybe you use your 3-die with the minnow, free up 2 players, and definitely make this safe. Oops. That's a bad time to roll double skulls. So, hand off to him. He needs a score, so yeah. Oh, good thing we have block. I have no reroll, so I'm not gonna try anything else, I don't think. Although this one is pretty good. Okay, never mind. Get the zombie out of there. He's done a good job. He has no more turns, so I don't need to worry. So it's simple handoff. Pick up, failed. Okay. Well, we tried. Need sure hands on the wolves. Might not be a bad idea to pick up, but they have so many good skills to pick. So you don't really want to waste them on short hands. Ghoul got back. Those guys are not good at getting up. That's going to be defense. Big Red Wolf. He's going on the field. I'm gonna put Flea Collar out there, I think. So Big Red Wolf can say hello to the huntsman. I always do this. If I can, I let the zombie play against his old team to prove his allegiance. Slipper is out as well, and Chew Toy is of course going to have to be replaced. So Big Bad Wolf is going to be the new Chew Toy. 9 players for opponent. 12 for us. 11 on field. No block for them. We have enough block to hit the line. I'm gonna put the Chaos Warriors there when we have Claw. It's a dilemma, right? Putting the Chaos Warriors there would make it harder for us to hit them. But, well, that's risky. It'll take an effort to get a surf out of it. Actually, as long as we put a guy here, the surf shouldn't be that difficult. We need 2 guys, though. Two assists. Hit from here. Is it worth it to surf a Beastman? Get the one who has 2 SVP? Get the Huntsman? Ah, never mind. Okay, good. I don't think it would be beneficial to us. This is a Frenzy Trap. Smart play there. So the Wolves are now going to have to... Or are they? You don't have to be up there. So zombie on him. This is a 2-die. This way. So we need some more zombies out there. Right. Fire hydrant, I guess, goes off. And Big Red Wolf comes on. So... you hit on him. We need a zombie like here for the second hit. I'm planning to blitz this way. And then you here. No, you need to be there. I'm gonna put you then if I want to hit the last Chaos Warrior with you. I can't. I could hit him, I guess, and then have the wolf here. But that's a bad angle. Bad angle. Okay, Ghoul, you pick up the ball. Protect against a blitz. These guys, I don't know. Let's put them like this. Confirm. It's not a great idea, this. But removing a Chaos Warriors would be nice. Quick Snap. Oof. I don't even want to consider it. Although getting up here would be pretty nice, now that I think about it. So yeah, let's... Wait, what? Yeah. Okay, so he cancels him. I need a guy in there. To have the 2 assists at the end. So he knocks him out then, but not first. And you do that. You start with that. I guess you come over this way. You step back towards the ball. The rest is fine. Okay, let's see how this works. Do we want the ball on the Milkman or the Squirrel? I mean, the Milkman would actually be better because he has no block. So block would be really useful here. Dodge, well, he has no tackle either. But it doesn't really matter. You gain 1 die against whoever hits you anyway. I guess dodge is a little bit better because that's a die that would otherwise not be a turnover. So Ooh, right. This is not good. Oh, no, never mind. It's this one is supposed to be there. Then I have +2 for this hit. And then I would have +2 for the second hit. No, I wouldn't, because of him. I've messed up. So 1 die. Lucky. Stun. And we got frenzy traps. Okay, so let's not get frenzy trapped again, shall we? Well, that's a frenzy trap and a half. Oh, I should have hit with him. Well, that wouldn't have been a 2 die though. So now we have +1, +2. I guess if I can get a push here. I'd have to put my guy on the minnow. But now this is a 2 die into 2 die. So it's cancelled. Don't break armor, huh? I am gonna stomp on this this guy. It's the best foul I can get there. Have I blitzed yet? Yeah, this was a blitz, right? I guess I can check like this. Yes, I have blitzed. So you go here. The zombie comes around. Pick up first, though. Okay, the pickup's a success. I guess staying there is not too terrible. %. No, I'm gonna foul this guy, right. So this guy was totally unnecessary. Looked at the wrong Chaos Warrior there. 58%. Or should be like 1 off on the break. No, I did break armor, but he was already stunned, so it wasn't that great. So we didn't end up with a wolf on top of the Minotaur, but this is a frenzy trap as well. So you can play that game. This is of course a fireball option. 2 wolves, 2 flesh golems and a white. That's almost worth it. He's not going to use it. That's a problem here. He can wizard us and take the ball from us, so we probably have to play a little less aggressively. I was just thinking that if we can get a knockout on one of the Chaos Warriors with claw hits, then we'd be set. He only has 3 Chaos Warriors since he bought a Minnow. Can't afford. If you start Minnow and 4 Chaos Warriors, you get 0 reels. And that's tough to play with. Now, if he does this, it could get 2 die, 2 die, I suppose, if he pushes into here. No, because I wouldn't... Right, I wouldn't follow. I'd still be a 2 die into 2 die. Probably worth it to take a mighty blow hit on a wolf with 4 chances to roll a knockdown. You know the wolves are gonna dominate the field if you don't get them out of the game. So that's why my play here was a little bit aggressive. You probably wouldn't want to trade a wolf for a Chaos Warrior. Ooh, it's open towards the ball there. He's used to blitz though. So we can swing over to this side. It's pressure, but not on the ball carrier. So you don't want to. You probably don't want to commit with 3 players to pressuring the ball carrier if he's not actually tagged, because he's not forcing us to do anything. We can just move over here, and his 3 guys are on the wrong side suddenly. Moving 1 guy up here is pretty good though, because that forces us to move over here or move somewhere. Which means we have to decide where the ball goes first. We can't do other stuff and then wait until it's safe to move the ball carrier. I would definitely take this minnow hit though, before making dodges. Dodge there isn't crucial, especially since I'm gonna move over here anyway. So he already made that mistake, so maybe it's just the same mistake again. So yeah, definitely just move this way. And then try to clear this out. This is a 2-die into 2-die. I might be able to get this guy now since he fell. Tie up the minnow. Get an assist down here. That's pretty good. Although maybe I should have kept him. Oh, I can use this guy. Kind of depends what happens here though. But we are going to move the ball. I might have to dodge here for the last guy. 2-die into 2-die. I'm gonna have to take this. So this pressure actually did that much for him. Forced me to take this hit before I made the ball safe. And that's pretty bad actually. We're gonna blitz there, for sure. But we're gonna need another assist for that. How's this look now? It's 1 dice. I guess I can blitz like this. Should have moved him down here. That works. I will not follow that. I think we will stay where we are with our cage. The minnow's gonna base it down, that's not good. So we need a screen behind. Actually, let's put this guy here. And this guy back here. It's open on this side, but he can only move to here with maximum movement, and that's dodging to attack the sun as well. I should have stood this guy up earlier, because he's not going to do anything else. Now, I do think I have 2 dice here, so let's try and get him down. Really no armor breaks here, huh? And now the minnow down. Or at least push the minnow back. Do I want to follow that? I guess not. I'll try to dodge him now. And get over here. Won't do anything here, I don't think. Although he's not crucial, I could take a 1-die. Don't need to reroll it. Pushing him further to this side. So, it's not a great position for him to fireball. He could get 3 players with the fireball. I guess if you knock down 2, including the ball carrier, it would be decent for the retrieval option. He doesn't really have anyone who is close enough to capitalize though. And we have our main players up here, so we would probably rather fireball this. Hitting this wolf is not the greatest, it would be 2 GFIs. Or facing this guard. which we don't have. It's this guy who has guard. He could, of course... Oh, here comes the Minotaur. Is he gonna do something? I don't think he has made a single move that wasn't wild animal yet. I guess he has been blocking 8 squares around him pretty effectively. So we're threatening to overrun this Chaos Warrior and move out to this side, since most of his players are stuck over here. These two should definitely try to reposition. They're doing nothing out there. Maybe he's looking to blitzing here and perhaps getting a tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go for it to knock him out of the way and then go in there. This guy should be standing as well, but maybe he's looking on this. Then maybe moving him in. He decided against that move. Now a 3 die if you want to try it. Three die into 2 die. To get the Minotaur on the ball carrier. Minotaur could be a good cage breaker for Chaos. They don't really have a cage breaker. They're breaking everything else. But they can't really get to a ball carrier inside of a cage easily. But if you get break tackle on a Minotaur and blitz with him, he actually has 6 strength during the blitz, and that means he can sometimes get a dodge into a cage, even though that's usually tough. If he's otherwise unmarked. If someone then tags the Minotaur for you, you're gonna have to use your dodge to get away from that. Oh, he won animal. After all that rest he did in the first half. Ooh, he got the loner reroll. Aggressive. 10 seconds to go. So he is going to tag the ball here, using the time to think about any other moves. And Minotaur is knocking out the water ball. Someone's going to have to mop that up. Okay, what do we do now? We have a Minotaur and a ball carrier. Dodge away. A 3+. Or bring in 1 or more assist and blitz him with a flesh golem. It's an option. Bring in 2 assists and blitz him with someone else. Maybe. That's okay. I think I'll take this and then go for this guy with the wolf. He could come back, or there's 2. That's not enough to hit. This wolf would have to move first, which is kind of annoying. If I go out here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have the zombie. Uh-oh, that was the reroll we needed for dodge. I should have perhaps made the dodge first there. That's a knockdown. Not many armor breaks. Claw. So you need to move first as well. Because otherwise I can't get through here. So we kind of need him here. And you... I'm banking on this working now. I don't really like that. Actually, let's put this guy here, just in case this fails. You at least have some guys who stand near the ball. Okay, good. He doesn't really have any good retrieval option in case of wizard. I also didn't want to move this guy first, for the same reason. Let's move him up here. Do I want to take this? It's good on a push, or better, but if we roll a skull, pretty bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I probably don't take that. I'll take this one though, nevertheless. Yeah, see? Well, that would have been a boat down, so he couldn't have reached us with the boat down. But maybe he could have gotten someone else around there. He can still do this though. 1, 2, 3 hits. So maybe it wasn't that much of a... He hasn't done too many mistakes. There was some mistakes, like this positioning mistake. It's not a beginner mistake, it's more of a something you learn after a couple of games, that what would my opponent do if I did this? And he should have seen that if he put his guys out here, all I would do is move over here, and then his position would be bad. So, but that's a little bit, I guess, the second thing you learn. The first thing is take the blocks properly, do safe stuff first. Like don't take a 2-die block you don't need to take before doing stuff that's safe. Like for instance, this guy can move before taking, say, standing this guy up and taking a 2-die on the wolf. That's a beginner mistake that many people do, is they want to take their 2-die blocks as quickly as possible because they feel like, hey, this is a chance to remove an opponent. Oh, he uses the wizard. Did he move first? He didn't. Okay, that was good. I thought he'd moved somebody. I don't know about that. I guess he kind of had to. But he has no really good retrieval option here. 2 GFIs and a dodge to get it, and then we still have plenty of players to knock him down with. Using the wizard on defense though is preferable to using it on offense. We could blitz with the minnow here and get this chaos warrior in there, and then dodge out here and try to pick up. Not too terrible. Tying up a wolf. It's decent, but with the teams this far spread out, he's not really going to be able to keep the wolf in check, especially since that wolf has dodge. Get away from him on a 1 in 9 risk. Although forcing us to take that 1 in 9 is better than doing nothing. Where's our other wolf? There. Yeah, that's the pickup. I think you want to... Oh, he tagged him with the Chaos Warrior, so he's not gonna get that Chaos Warrior through then. You can have this 2-die hit, and then this guy could move. That's not very good. Right, he blitzed him, so... Again, ordering business. You don't need this guy. Well, actually, you got a 3-die out of it. But you probably would have needed this guy to do something else. So after that frenzy hit, Minnow to here, tying up 2 players. Oh, he ran out of time. Well, that's also something you do once you've gotten a little bit into the game. You run out of time because there's so much to think about. Timer got me. Yeah, I know that feeling. That's happened to me plenty of times. So, I'm standing my guys up here. We can actually do a bit of a two things in ones with this wolf. We knock this guy down on a 2-die. We can then blitz. We stand up here. We can blitz the minnow and then go and pick the ball up. Maybe even free up this flesh golem afterwards. This first. Okay, good thing we have block. That's why block is probably the best skill in the game. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not be stupid. For once. Just pick the ball up? I guess. Wizard should go on. Carrying it is no longer risky. I guess with this we would have a 2-die into 1-die. And then a golem, our zombie could... Ghoul. Okay. I don't need to hit the minnow, he's been very kind to me so far. I can hit the minnow with the ghoul. Just keep this guy in check. I'll just try to take it. Scoring on the werewolf is not too bad. Worth a reroll, yes. Okay, got it. And this should stop him from getting us. Anybody. You dodge away, I guess, and then I can have a 1-die over here. Okay. So, this is going to force us to score rather than stall. So this game is by no means over. So he should definitely try to hit perhaps the white with the minnow, since it's a turnover on bolt down anyway. Hitting this werewolf is probably also something you'd like to do before hitting this zombie. You don't really need an assist for that. He has 4 strength already. The werewolves look like they have 4 strength because you're used to William Cheney. They're big. Nice hit there. Again, I would rather hit the werewolf before I hit the zombie, because if you get 1 success and then roll a turnover, you want that success to be on the werewolf. Maximum damage. Sort of a value proposition. Ooh, he's blitzing. Maybe he's gonna tag us with the minnow. You gotta push, so he has a chance to get away from us now. Gets a knockdown on the second attempt, which is exactly what he needed to be able to get all the way up here. Can't push him here though, then it's GFI, unless he removes some moves. Ah, he did remove him. But he should have pushed him to the side there, so he could have gone straight for us with his 3 remaining moves. As you can see, he needs to go that exact path. So pushing him here was a slight mistake. It didn't matter this time. Now this is scary. And he does knock down our werewolf as well. This is scary. I don't want to use my last reroll here. But I can't really get anyone up there. It's a GFI for this guy to get up there to hit. It's 2 GFIs to blitz with the flesh golem, and we'd need another assist to get it, make it a 2-die. So we'd need 1 in 9 plus 1 in 6 plus 1 in 6 plus 1 in 36 instead of a 1 in 3. Now that I said it that way, kind of sounds better to do the combo play. So here, but he gets surfed if this fails. Which he doesn't if this happens then. 1 in 9, 1 in 6, 1 in 6. With a reroll for the 1 in 6s. Or 1 in 3 with a reroll. You don't want to make it GFI. Okay, I guess we're doing it. The benefit of this is, of course, that we get a hit on his minnow. GFI. Oh, failed the first. But we would have failed a dodge with that. Made the second, and we didn't roll a double score. So, yeah. We do need to score though, otherwise this guy blitzes us. We can't stay up here. So anything else is unnecessary. Just run it in. Yeah, he forced us to score with 4 more turns for him. No rerolls for us. That's nice though. So, what are we looking at? Big Bad Wolf, you going on the line. We have the same setup as last time. Flash Golems on the side. He needs to score pretty quickly, 4 turns. He didn't make much of an advance last time, but that'll probably be different now. No SPP zombies. We have So how would you play this as the Chaos guy? It's pretty difficult when you have no skills to help you. And I mean player skills, not coach skills, of course. Hitting the zombies, it sort of feels like hitting dwarves. It's feels futile. They just don't go down that easily. But if you can get a knockout or 2 here, then maybe. Then there's the wolves, of course. But with no rerolls, I think his best chance is just to hope I roll turnovers. I'm going to try and be as passive as possible, not taking any chances here. Of course, first of all, there's the pickup to deal with. Rain would be terrible for him now. if you're playing Chaos with a Minotaur, picking up Juggernaut as your first skill on the Minnow might not be a bad plan, because then he can deal with Flesh Golems. Because Juggernaut means Stand Firm doesn't work if you're blitzing. Oh, wait a minute, does Juggernaut... Oh, he doesn't have Juggernaut, so I can't really check. Of course you want to roll double so you can get block, but if you can't get that, then Juggernaut is not bad. Oh, I got a reroll too. Okay, well that's a lot worse for him then. I think that might actually be the deciding factor here. So, starting off by hitting the lineman. Now he needs to hit... I don't think you can do it that way. If you want to hit them with only 3, 1 4 strength and 2 3 strength, you need to put your 4 strength on the side actually and start with that guy. Then he assists for the second, then he assists for the third. If you start hitting him in the middle, you can't really do anything, because if you knock the middle guy off, then he's not assisting on these 2. And if he punches one guy on the side off, then you can get a second hit, like so, with this guy as an assist, but then you can't hit the third, because the guy who hasn't hit is not in contact with him. So, in order to hit all 3 without bringing in more assists, you should have started the 4 strength guy on the side and started on that side. But there's usually no real reason why not. You can't just put a 4th guy here, take all the hits like that, and then the 4th guy is free to move from where he was anyway. Now of course you have to waste a move to move up there to get the 2 last hits. Still worth it though, if you find yourself in that position. So he's gonna have to somehow get his players in here to disturb my formation in order to make a path through. Getting pushes on the line hits doesn't help him. I think you just throw your minnow in here. Hope that I spend my resources trying to hit the minnow to get myself free of it, and then you overwhelm somewhere else with your short-handedness. You could have also tried to run around, forcing me to react to that, although it's kind of difficult when the opponent has frenzy and you risk being surfed. This would have been... Could have gotten all the way up here with the guy without making GFIs. If it started here. But if you start here, then there is of course the best place to start. Because if I get a blitz, then I surf him. So here comes the Minotaur, as mentioned. Takes out the Paperboy. No damage. Finds himself on the werewolf, but that's probably good. You'd rather have the werewolf hitting the minnow at this point than doing something else. You need to take a few steps up, I believe. No need for GFIs or passes or anything like that. You have time, but you can't waste free movement to scoring 4. Leave him back there, hope that I run my wolves up here to threaten, and then I'll outmaneuver them on the next turn. Now here's where I would... Normally I might have just ran my wolf up there, maximum movement to threaten him, I think I'm going to be more cautious now. I know he's going to have to come for me. So I might actually fall into the trap I mentioned earlier and try to hit his minnow. Because this isn't too bad. Positioning wise, that is. It's a 3-die with block, and it's into a 2-die with block, into another 2-die with block. I can also take this hit. Let's stand this zombie up first though, there's no reason he should be on the ground. I can bring someone up there. This flesh golem could come in a bit. Yeah, I do think I want to do this to force him to cage up. Or force him to use his blitz back here, which means he's not threatening our line. He could go around here though, so I'm gonna move the ghoul out on this side. And this fleshy can stand around here, a little bit more central. I don't want to tag his line, give him a free hit. I could perhaps blitz though, but I think I'll do this hit first. Put the minnow down, put the minnow there. No damage. I have a 2-die here. Yeah, I think I won't blitz here actually. I'll put this guy in here so if this fails it's not a gap. And it's a push. I'll keep him on the fleshy. Knocking down this flesh golem isn't really gaining him anything, and it's going to cost him some. So just hold him off for 3 more turns. His players are in the middle, they can't really do much. He could blitz through here actually and get maybe a cage down here with a pass or relay play. That's actually not too bad. Maybe I should have kept this guy one further back. Kind of want to close off so he can run between these. Maybe, yeah, I should have kept this guy here and this guy here. That would have been much smarter. Or maybe this guy here and that guy here. That means it wouldn't have been an opening here at all. Or maybe I should not have moved Old Yeller. I was scared that I'd roll a double skull here and then he could knock this guy down and go this way, which would have been less dangerous than this, so a bit of a misplay from me. He has spotted it, and he has rolled a turnover, so he has to re-roll that, and he got only a push, which means he's gonna have to dodge to get through. That's a bit unlucky. Reasonable to expect to get a knockdown on 4 dice. And now the promised land over here is so close but yet so far. Dodging 3 players, or 4 players, maybe even 5 players, without a reroll on 3 pluses is not likely to succeed. So I think what he does here is cage up here and maybe dodge one of these guys through as a threat that I have to respond to. So bring this guy back here, the guy there, move the ball carrier in the middle, then this guy dodges through. I don't know. Minnow stood up though, that's good for him. You could move this guy back there to make that corner safe and then try to dodge with this guy. Bring this guy back here to make that corner safe. Not that I have anyone who would threaten that corner really. I guess this guy could try and go for it. Okay, now that won't work anymore. Could try to dodge through that guy, but he doesn't have much movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not really a threat. Gonna warn him about time running out. Ooh, facing your cage on that side. Okay, I guess he's done. So hitting the Minotaur is not really going to be a main concern for us. I will try this 2-die, because that'll allow us to safeten this side up a bit. There, now this is weak, but him going around here is not going to do much for him. Yeah, exactly, he failed that blitz. I'll bring the ghoul over to this side to make this side a little safer. I guess if I get the minnow down, I could make this side safe as well. Here I am forcing play on the minnow. Again. +2, I need another. Guess I could do that. Stay with the wolf and this guy. It should be pretty safe. That'll do. Okay, so he's not gonna be moving until turn 16. Dodge this. That's a lot safer. I mean, it's tempting to go for this hit here with the wolf, but in the interest of actually winning the match, I guess I could go for this blitz. Does make this a little weaker, but still safe enough, I think. Push him there for another hit? No, that's stupid. That zombie is actually filling an important role. I'll move there, just because I don't really need him up here. He's better down here. I'd of course rather have him down there, but I don't think I want to risk the dodge. So very passive play from me here. A little bit boring, I'd say. But yeah, so how do you do this? With no threat. You need a guy in scoring range after this turn. How do you get through this? Got a bit too bunched up after this failed. But if that had succeeded and he'd gotten, maybe not the ball carrier, but even 2 or 3 guys down here, and still have the ball in a reasonable protected spot, then I would have had to bring these guys over to stop them from scoring on a relay play. Wouldn't have had a chance to knock down a minnow. Probably have to dodge from the minnow. That could have failed, of course. But since that wasn't the knockdown, he got stuck. I don't think there's much he can do now. 2 players down, every player in the same location. You don't really have many options since all your players are in the same place. You can blitz him and move the cage out here, but that's not going to get you to scoring range. He's going to have to get someone dodging through this. And the tackle zone is so wide, I don't think he'd have a chance to get through it. So he has to dodge 4 times to get past all this. Maybe it had been better just to blitz this zombie and try to force your way through 2 tackle zones here. It wouldn't have worked. Maybe blitz this guy with someone. Go in here, blitz, 2 die, get a knockdown hopefully, and then you can dodge him out, and then you'd be through with 1 guy. The rest of them wouldn't have a path through, but then you at least have a hope of scoring on the guy that went through. See, it's too late for this guy. Even with 2 GFIs, he won't be able to make it to the end zone before the end of the game. That guy going there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, is still not enough. He's gonna sideline cage, giving us surf opportunities. So we don't really need to. That was desperation there. It didn't really make anything better either. Oh well, didn't really have to try that. So I don't really have to do anything here. He can't score. But we should try to get some SPP then. Stomping on the minnow doesn't get us any SPP. Though there's a novel thought. Clawing a Chaos Warrior with our wolf could get us some SPP. Not enough to level. Knocking someone down with a flesh golem could give us some SPP. But it's gonna give him a hit in exchange. If that hit is on a zombie, then maybe I don't care too much. So, how do we get enough leverage to hit a flesh golem? We need 2 assists. And someone to cancel this assist. But I kinda don't want to go out there. 2 assists here. Maybe we go for this one. Yeah. Need 1 more assist. That's not gonna work. I guess we could go around. You're closer. It's a 2 into 2. This would work, right? Going from this side. Then we could make a half and half effort to stop him from scoring, quote unquote. So who wants the SPP? Both of you, huh? Well, I'm not gonna stomp on the zombie, so let's bring stomp on the minnow. Let's step away from him though, so he can't just stampede us. So let's hit this Chaos Warrior, and oh, I should move first. Was distracted by chat. Get over here. Let's risk being hit. Step away from the Minotaur. I guess back here is okay. So that video is probably already gone up, the Cripple Cup. I think. I'm not exactly sure where I would be at with that playlist or those videos. But they should come up before this video. When I'm thinking about it. So you will know how I did in the Cripple Cup by now. So I don't really need to keep it a secret from you guys. But I will in case you haven't watched those videos yet. It was a lot of fun. That much I can spoil. Some crazy things happen. Yeah, SPP failed it. Well, that was an interesting game. Of course, Fresh Chaos is probably one of the toughest challenges you can play. Again, watch the Cripple Cup. But being up against someone who has a few skills is definitely putting you at a disadvantage. Do we want to reroll a 3? Nah, we have enough money. Fan Factor though, and we will recruit Big Bad Wolf because we did lose a zombie, so we definitely need a replacement. And Big Bad Wolf, definitely he will be an asset to our team, hopefully. MVP on a Chaos Warrior, that's pretty good for Chaos. That's what you want them to be on. I guess maybe on the Minotaur if you care about your Minotaur. Minotaur is good early on because you don't have anyone to blitz with. Really, that's beneficial, so you can use the blitzes to keep the minnow moving, or perhaps to keep the minnow punching. But once you've gotten someone with Claw Mighty Blow, one of your beastmen normally, then you'd like to blitz with that guy every time, and that means the minnow is going to be a liability. And considering how much it costs, you probably don't want a minnow at that point if you want to be effective. But then again, it's fun to have a minnow. And as I mentioned, he can be a good cage dive option if you can get him in position for it. MVP Flea Collar. Wasn't that the guy who got injured? No, that was another zombie. So now we have like 3 zombies with 5 SPP. Our wolves got some points and 2 for a white. I don't think that levels anyone up, sadly. Although it does. Paperboy leveled up. Right. He had 5. So that's gonna be good. That's probably our first Mighty Blow then. So he can blitz targets that are already 7 armor and get us a better chance of removal. Chew Toy, however, is going to have to leave us. Armor value 7 zombie is definitely not what you want. The zombies are there to block more than to do anything. You don't need movement, you don't really need agility, but strength 3, so they're not just super easy to push over, and that armor value so they don't go out. The 8 armor is probably their biggest asset in zombies, so an armor value down is definitely a death for a zombie. But Big Bad Wolf will take his place. So let's fire him now. Thank you for your service, Chew Toy. You played 7 matches, succeeded in 11 blocks, that's more than 1 per game, and you sustained 29 blocks and was only armor broken 8 times. Is that correct? No, you were knocked down 8 times out of 29. That's very good for a zombie. And you had 2 armor breaks, both of them were knockouts. Is that correct? Or is it 2 knockouts, 2 injuries? Interceptions sustained. If you have interceptions sustained on your zombies, you have played a million games probably. So, alright. Forgot. Let's fire him. Newborn child of this player is suffering from the incurable plague of Nurgle. Have you no heart? A zombie has a newborn child? I'm not sure about that lore, but yeah, and let's switch these around. Big Bad Wolf, you're gonna take number 10. And yeah, the team's ready for the next game. That'll be next time though. This one definitely lasted longer than half an hour. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you again next time.